Hello, all. I am Tara, spiritual coach and teacher. I've had my certification since 2010, so I've had it for quite a while. And then I spent a lot of time in corporate America, not doing spiritual stuff. Although I can't say that. Not that I was ever hired for the spiritual stuff, but certainly people sought me out. And I've got both pups in here. See? And it just snowed, so this one is really excited and wants to be out with the snow. Yes. All right. So today is Libra moon, which is a chatty moon, but it's a chatty for one-on-one relationships. But interestingly enough, this card, as I was talking, it just kind of fell out of the deck. And so, are you masking your feelings when you're talking to one-on-one with someone else? Or potentially, are they? And is the mask helping you or hurting you? Something to think about. Just keep that in mind as you're talking to people today. Are you wearing a mask or are they? And is that mask helping you or hurting you? Because there are times that you don't feel it's safe to be completely unmasked, and that's okay. But when you acknowledge that to yourself, then you're starting to understand a little bit more when you're putting up, a fake smile like, oh, yep, everything's fine. I don't trust you enough to tell you what's going on in my life. I mean, that's very possible. All right, what other cards do we got for today, the 23rd of December? With the cosmic explosion. Now, this doesn't mean literal comic explosion, but this does mean that there is kind of some volatility in the atmosphere, in the stuff. Going back to the mask, like, are we trying to mask something that's happening, or are we actually going to try to deal with it in reality? So there is that. With the shadow side and the gate, the opportunity. So you have, in everything you do and in everything we do as the collective, we have the opportunity to wear the mask or to be honest and true. And especially when we're dealing with things that are upsetting, sometimes it is easier to put on the mask. It's not always the right thing. And then that brings out more of your shadow side when you're putting on a mask, when you would benefit more from being true, from being authentic. That is where we have the opportunity to step into the light. We always have the choice of how we react to anything. That's on us. And that could be it could be something that you're arguing with your boss, you're arguing with your partner. Again, look at things of where you're coming from and where the other person is coming from. Because when we don't see multiple sides of a situation, and as a Sun Libra, I'm really good at seeing multiple sides of the situation, but when we don't, that can be a little bit more explosion because there's a lot of misunderstanding, misinformation, and that mask is huge. And that's where doing a mask isn't helpful, isn't beneficial to you. When it's really that big stuff, that important stuff, that the core value pieces, that's where that mask has to come off. Acknowledging what's going on that is possibly upsetting. So we shine light on the shadow. Because when we shine light on the shadow, it doesn't look as scary. So that is how we're going with this reading, is always shine light on shadow. It is the Libra moon again, so there is going to be a lot of chattiness, a lot of stuff kind of coming out in your personal life, in the collective. Again, just be aware of where you're wearing a mask or where other people are wearing a mask. And is it helping you or is it hurting you? All right, that is what I have for today, the 23rd. Make sure you give yourself a self-hug. As we go through these crazy times, self-hugs are something that is so easy that you can do to really help nurture yourself as we go through these. All right, bye for now.